You, who are you? Sounds silly, doesn't it? But is it silly? So in this video, I will guide you along the journaling process to check in with yourself, to assess your energy, or increase your self-awareness, assess your energy, and align with the source of unconditional love. If you are new to me, my name is Robin Knott, and I'm your host of Energy Healing TV and podcast on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify, and the founder of the energyhealingschool.com. If you have your journal, grab it. I have mine. You know how we do it. And come journal with me. So, brief recap on the journaling process, at least how I do it, is I like to set the stage, if you will. So, to start to focus on my energy healing lifestyle, I write out the word self-care challenge. As we know, self-care is my acronym now, right? So today, I underline the letter. So today, as you can see on that little marquee scrolling underneath, we are on the letter L for love. And in Best You, my acronym of Best You, today is the letter S, which is for your self-image, and it's solar plexus chakra energy. So solar plexus chakra governs our self-image, right? It's our personal power. Love for today, to meet ourselves with love and compassion. How often do we criticize ourselves and beat ourselves up and expect perfection? We say we don't, but yet we do. So meeting ourselves with love and compassion is very important. It helps balance and clear the energy in the solar plexus chakra, right? So back to that question. So if you've noticed, the theme this week has been about that feeling of losing yourself, or you feel disconnected. There's other words or emotions and ideas and beliefs around that too, right? So pulling it back in, though, as you're checking in with yourself and increasing your self-awareness, to ask yourself, when you feel disconnected or when you feel like you're not you anymore, then who are you? Is it in your awareness when you're in different situations around certain people that you notice in the moment how you shift to adjust to other people's energy, or how you shift to adjust to other people's personalities, or how you shift to adjust to try to feel like you fit in, or maybe you're on guard, or maybe both, right? But keeping in mind, who are we showing up as in those moments when we don't feel like we are ourselves? Is it a person? Is it what? It's kind of a tricky question. Checking my journal to see what else came in for me. Oh, shape-shifting came up. Now, not exactly the same idea as shape-shifting, right? But kind of, like it's conceptually speaking, or just giving some perspective to it, because in a way it feels that way, not physically or literally, but emotionally, our personality, energetically, we are shape-shifting in a sense, right? Being that chameleon to adjust to the environments around us, the people around us. But I put what just popped in my head in the moment when I asked myself that question was shape-shifting, ragdoll, or puppet? Because that to me is what it feels like somebody else is pulling my strings. Somebody else is determining how I feel. Somebody else is determining, I don't want to say what I like and what I don't, but in a sense, have you ever been in those moments, where you agree to something someone else is doing, even though you don't want to, but out of whatever is keeping you from speaking up, speaking your truth, right? Whatever is getting in that way, that you just go with the flow of the other person. To me, that feels like that rag doll or that puppet, like they get to pull the puppet strings. In a sense too, right, as empaths feeling all the energy around us, other people are like the puppet masters in a way, yanking our energy and our emotions in different directions, having that control in a sense over us when we're not grounded within ourselves and protecting our own boundaries and our own energy, right? So when you start to think about these things, and the ego wants to pop in and start beating you up for it, right? well, why aren't you just being you? And why don't you speak up for yourself? And why do you just go along with that? And why are you... We're meeting ourselves with love and compassion, right? It's not about blame, shame, and guilt. It's just awareness. It's just to see if we are in alignment with the source of unconditional love. And if you are, being pulled by other people, if you are shape-shifting, if you are shifting into something or someone that you're actually not to please someone else, then that's not in alignment with the source of unconditional love, right? Because you are made to be you. You are made to be you. You're not made to cater to or be molded by everyone around you, right? To a degree, other people influence us, of course. Right? That's the normal human experience. We're influenced by family and friends and society and all kinds of things, right? But we should make our own choices based on our own, not just ego wants and desires, but choosing for ourselves when we feel like we are in alignment with the source of unconditional love, right? So kind of checking your moral compass, if you will, doing what feels right deeply to you, like when you know something, if something is aligned or not. So all these words want to like rush into my mouth in a moment. Let me check my journal again here. So what else came in was you are whoever you think you are. You are whoever you choose to be in each moment. So solar plexus also governs a lot of thought patterns. So the patterns that we repeat, a lot of the thoughts that we carry. So remember, self-image is really just how we think about ourselves. So when you start to say, I am, and you fill in those blanks and you start to respond and answer that, that's your self-image. So we can change that when we're aware of it if we want to, right? So there are times when let me rephrase, I'm not catching myself because I'm reflecting. So in reflection, when I look back, because I didn't catch it, or I noticed it, but I didn't stop it, moments of maybe being rude or being just not very nice, right? I have that snarkiness in me. And when I let it take over, kind of like the ego taking over, right? I let my ego take the lead sometimes and be snarky and sarcastic and rude and maybe not quite so friendly, right? In those moments, I could beat myself up. Like, why would you do that? And it's not right. And it's not the kind of person that you want to be, but yet, you didn't stop yourself from doing it. You just let it come out anyway, no filter, blah, blah, blah. It's not about that blame, shame, and guilt. It's just staying mindful and aware and being more aware of when are those moments when it starts to project out and catching it so that you can, you're okay, catch it before. If you hear paper wrinklet, my granddaughter's being crafty. So you can catch it before, should you choose to change that, right? It can be tricky. And sometimes we don't want to change it. I'm just going to throw that out there. Let's just keep it real, right? Just keep it real. Sometimes you don't want to change it. Sometimes you're like, you know what? I like my snarkiness. And sometimes I do. My little ego feels all happy. Check that yourself. Check it yourself. It's not usually too rude anymore, though, which is nice. Like it's tamer than it used to be. Checking the journal again. The alignment is... Also, when you're doing this journal, don't just focus on the things that you want to change, right? What are the characteristics and traits that you do like about yourself, right? What are those qualities that you like about you? Express those too. Are there any more of those that you want to spend more time in, to be in that energy more, to share that energy more, to project that energy out more? Those things that you enjoy. So make sure that you do check in with yourself. Not about judging yourself to see, am I good enough or worthy enough? Because you are already. Whether you have traits that you would like to change or you have traits that you absolutely love, It doesn't matter. You are automatically worthy, right? And you are a love. I'll say that again because I feel like I tripped over my own words. You are love. It's just how we choose to show it and when we choose to show it and when we feel like we can. Again, no blame, shame, and guilt. I think that it's just kind of the journey or the experience as an empath. So we're just calling it out now, right? Just calling it out. Shining some light on it. Giving ourselves permission to be who we are, to feel what we feel. Normalizing the human experience without the blame, shame, or guilt. But also not letting it take us down and completely out, right? Still making efforts to be in alignment with the source of unconditional love, because that too is our journey here. That too is our purpose here. And I believe that that is part of the reason why we're empaths. So I know it can be so overwhelming, but there's a reason why. I mean, look around this world and how much empathy is lacked, how much words, how many seem to lack empathy. Just, I'll say basic human empathy. So I feel like some of us had to go to the extreme to be an empath to bring more empathy to the world. We can do it, but we could take care of ourselves while we do it, right? So set the boundaries, protect your energy. If you haven't yet, sign up for the Empathic Healers Masterclass, which is all about, it's a step-by-step guide to set your boundaries, words, and protect your energy. So the link for that too is on demand now. So you don't even have to wait. You don't have to sign up and wait for a certain day or time. On demand, whenever you're ready, as often as you want. You can pause, go back, because there's activities in there. So yeah, I would check that out. And what else? The Be You Challenge. It's the theme, I'm telling you. It's the theme, the Be You Challenge. And I think as the world is so chaotic and we go through our awakenings, we kind of, we say we relearn or unlearn. And as we unlearn, we get to the core of who we are. But in that process, sometimes we can feel disconnected. And in that process, sometimes we can feel kind of wonky. So Be You Challenge is there to help break some patterns of codependency, which is ego humanness, really. So codependency is the fancy word, but I think it throws people off. But it's really just humanness. Some of those patterns that limit us or keep us stuck on the hamster wheel, cycling things that don't serve us. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I will get you that information as well. You can just drop it in the comments, message me. I no longer have the Facebook Messenger on my phone, so whenever I get on a computer, I'll see it. You can email me. However, it's fine. Just take care of you. Anything else? I think that's it. So thank you for sharing your time and space. I hope you have a wonderful day, whatever time in the world it is for you. I will see you back here tomorrow, and we will talk about transformation and forgiveness and heart chakra energy. So much love to you.